Good evening, Bante. Should we start now?
Yes, Ariana, please.
Thank you, Bante. Good evening, Bante. Should we start now?
Yes, Ariana, please.
Thank you, Bante. Good evening. Good evening, Bante and all Kalyana Mitra. Namo Buddhaya and Sukhi Hontu. I'm Aliana and welcome to Ti-Ratana Vihara Friday Sutta discussion by Bante Dr. Ganggoda Wilachandima. Please be informed that Ti-Ratana Vihara is going to conduct a one-day non-stay retreat by Bante Dr. Ganggoda Wilachandima with a name Mudita Retreat on Saturday, 25th of April 2026 from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. Kuala Lumpur time. For further information and registration regarding to the Mudita retreat, please check on Ti-Ratana Vihara Facebook account or WhatsApp groups. Everyone is welcome to join in and hope to see you all at the retreat. And also please be informed that the RV Friday Sutta discussion class on 10, 17 and 24th of April will be cancelled. Sutta discussion will be resumed on 1st of May 2026. Today is the day 172 of this Sutta discussion, which is the day 8 class of Nibbedhika Pariyāya Sutta. Tonight's topic is the full review of the Nibbedhika Pariyāya Sutta. This Sutta discussion series is sponsored by Ti-Ratana Vihara Aman Perdana, and Nibbedhika Pariyāya Sutta is the 16th Sutta that have been chosen by Bante Chandima for this Sutta discussion series. If you have missed the previous classes, please check Ti-Ratana Vihara Aman Perdana YouTube channel for previous videos. Newcomers are always welcome, so please share about this class with others and whoever that wish to join the class via Zoom where we can engage directly with Bante can contact the Vihara administrator for further information. Friday's Sutta discussion is always broadcast live on Ti-Ratana Vihara Facebook channel and on every Friday evening from 8:30 till 10 p.m. Kuala Lumpur time. Now let me introduce to you our speaker, Bante Dr. Ganggoda Wilachandima, who was the professor of Buddhist philosophy in the Department of Philosophy at the Ateneo de Manila University, Philippines. His recent peer-reviewed article, Socrates and Early Buddhist Medical Ethics, Foundation of Moral Reasoning in the Care of the Body and Mind, 2005, was published in Buddhi, a journal of ideas and culture of Ateneo de Manila University. Bante also presented his latest research at the annual meeting of the American Academy of Religion, or AAR, in Boston, USA, in a paper titled Custodian Without Ordination, the Ghananse Tradition and Monastic Succession in the 17th Century of Sri Lanka. Bante is a senior advisor to Patisota, a virtual Dhamma organization that hosts a weekly online Pali reading class, Sutta discussion, Dhamma talks, and a variety of other Dhamma activities. His Dhamma works can be accessed at www.patisota.blogspot.com, and we also can follow Bante at Patisota Facebook account. Without further ado, welcome once again, Bante. And as always, thank you very much for the wonderful guidance and teaching. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Aliana, for the introduction. Good evening, Dhamma friends. Welcome back. Let us start our Sutta study by paying respect to the Buddha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Aliana, may I ask you to read the question? I can spotlight here from here. So then I can only answer. Second.
Sure, Bante.
Yeah, I'm going to spotlight. So it's easy for me to spotlight and remove the spotlight. So you will be able to read at that point. Okay, so Liana, so you can read the first question. This was prepared by Aaron?
Aaron.
Aaron, okay. Thanks to Aaron for doing that. Let's see. Okay. Can all of you see this? Should, okay, first question.
Yeah, Bante. Question 1. If karma is defined as intention or cetana, does karma have any ontological continuity beyond the moment of consciousness in which is it arises, or is karmic continuity entirely reconstructed through causal processes in dependent origination?
First of all, may I ask if our participants understand this question? Huh? I'm going to pose it again.
Not really, Bante.
All right, so that is the thing. So then before I answer, may I know who posted this question?
Kevin.
Kelvin, would you like to, because out of compassion for our other participants, so would you like to make it a little brief? I can answer the question, but others need to know it too. Yes. Make it brief. Maybe I will spotlight again. Yes. Okay.
So it's sort of like, does it have any? I'm asking, like, does it have any continuity beyond what the thing actually happened? So is it like it goes in a circle or something like this, right? So that is something that I'm trying to understand on this the cycle.
Mhm. All right. If karma is defined as intention, chetana, we could say volition, does karma have any ontological? What is ontological? Do you know what is ontological? Ontology means it's a philosophical word. Ontology means existence. Hmm? Existent. Things are existing, right? So we are ontological objects. We think we are existing, right? So you're asking from a philosophical point of view, have an ontological, is there anything going, actually, simply put, is there something going to the next life as a material, tangible thing? This is what is ontological continuity, beyond the moment of consciousness in which it arises. Or is karmic continuity entirely reconstructed through causal processes independent origination? Is it only happening due to the Patisamuppada? Okay, let's pick up this question. Now, it's a very, I think it's one of the most misunderstood thing when we talk about Buddhism. Because Buddhism says our consciousness departs from the body and it is going into another body. I think you all know that, right? So when we look at it that way, it is very reasonable for someone to think then something is going from here to another life, same person maybe, right? That's a very fair question. Actually, Buddha denies two things in this regard. One thing is absolute self. Also, I have to answer a little bit philosophically too. There is no absolute self. What is absolute? There is no self that is going from here from this life to another life with regard to any person. Let's say someone passes away, X passes away. And then this particular person passes away. And what is going to the next life? Is it the person, or are they the causes that he made as a sentient being going into the next life? Actually, Buddhism doesn't believe a person goes to another life, right? So the Buddhism denies that there is no absolute self that is going to the next life. So that is rejected. Second, Buddhism also says that there is no total otherness. That means you cannot say that this is not the same person that is going to the next life too. Why is it? If you say so, then why are we doing karma? Right? Why are we doing good karma? Why are you giving dana? Why are you giving good things? Why are you avoiding from bad things? Right? Because Buddha says to us, if you do bad karma, you will be reborn in hell. You'll be reborn as an animal. You'll be reborn as someone lower than you. Then you'll be reborn. Then if there is no someone from this life, the person who is doing the good karma, bad karma, not going to know another life, then who is going to experience that? So the example is a candle. There is one candle. Then you want to light another candle. When you light another candle from the existing candle, can you say that the second candle is exactly the first candle? Can you say so? You only use the flame of the first candle to light the second candle. Now, can you say that second candle is exactly the first candle?
No.
Can you say that?
No.
You
No.
can't say that. Can you also say
Mm.
that it is a very different candle? Because there was no fire flame for that second candle. That is how Buddhism understands what is going to the next life. Actually, what Buddhism says is that what is going from this life to next life is not a person, but the hetus, causes you made as a panchakanda going into the next life, becoming the fruits of those hetus, causes and effects. Not a person is going to the next life. Okay, I think that clarifies this thing. So then there's no ontological continuity goes to next slide. So that means it is neither the absolute entity, definitely person is not going to the next slide, no the total otherness. You can't say that there's a very different person is going to the next life too, because then you might be questioning why am I doing good karma if I am not the one who is going to be reborn, right? So that is how. So then, answer, Kelvin, is your second what you call suggestion. Second suggestion is it is due to the hetu pala. Your hetus are going to the next life. Then those hetus are supposed to have pala. Hetu means causes are going to the next life. Actually, what are the causes we are making individually? Lobha, dosa, moha are causes. Alobha, dosa, moha are causes. Then those hetus are going to the next life and becoming the fruits palas, vipakas. Now let's say you create a lobha here. You become very greedy and then you are very greedy person, Even you want to give, like the Bilala Padaka bank, that guy. There was one man who wanted to give a dana, and then he thought, I want to give a community dana. That means potluck in today's world, right? Potluck dana. The monks go to the house and they don't know who made the dana. Is it the house owner? Somebody else? No, everybody brought dishes into the house. It's a potluck dana. But when it comes to a potluck dana, which we can say community dana, that has different benefits because you bring everybody into your dana. then it has different benefits, such as when you are reborn in a better place, you will have a lot of kalyana mittas if you do dana with other people. Nice. If you dana all the time alone, right? You don't like to spend money for your kalyana mittas also sometime. Then you will be reborn with lots of happiness, but no friends around you. So you're going to bug everybody, call and then gossip them, become a capo, right? See, I have this thing, that thing, and then you are going to really create a mess. Then they're asking, why are you calling us all the time, No, I feel very lonely, I'm very happy, but I feel very lonely. Why? In last life, you done good karma, dana, without people, without community. That's why this community dana, sangika dana, with a group of people, also very necessary. Otherwise, you will be born with lots of things, money, happiness, people, but you don't have kalyana mittas around. You think you have kalyana mittas, but you don't have kalyana. So you're going to bug other people in that case. So then, the story. Bilal Padakar, banker, was approached by that man. He said, I thought I want to give a dana, but I thought I would give it as a community dana. So I'm going to everybody's house, ask at that time, what can you give to me? Then this Bilal Padaka is a very stingy man. He is very much frugal, over frugal. He said, okay, wait for a moment. He went inside his kitchen. He used his 3 fingers, and there were certain, what do you call, things like ghee, butter, curd, and stuff. He put his 3 fingers as an imprint, and then he brought those 3 fingers and said, okay, this is much I can give you. Then he said to other people, this banker, very rich man, only give this much of ghee and butter. Then people started calling him. He gave an amount of a cat's paw, cat's paw? Cat's paw, okay, it's a very small, size of a cat's paw. It is exactly the size of a cat's paw he gave to that. So that means then, when he was reborn, he was not going to have lots of good karma because he was very stingy for everything. So that means what we are doing is not that I am going to be reborn in the next life. My hetus, the karma I created as hetus, are going to bear fruit in the next life as a what do you call, constant flux. So then there is no ontological entity going to the next life. So your second suggestion is correct. Based on the Patisamuppada theory, that is the main theory that we are understanding in our life. What is going is the causal continuity. Causal means whatever the causes we are doing through our actions, speeches, thoughts, those hetus are constantly being changed, going into the next life in the mood of consciousness and going through the vipakas. Okay, that is the answer to the first question.
Ante, can I interrupt here? So is it the
Yeah.
same person?
Huh?
Is it you? Is it the same person?
It is not the
Like
same.
or it's not the same?
It is
Only
neither
the karma.
same. It is neither the same person nor a different person. So you find out the balance. It is neither the same person nor a different person. But what is going from here to the next life is individuals' causes that they made as a good person or a bad person. They are the ones that are going to the next life. So whatever you go through in your life now, money, relationship, happiness, they all are coming to you as vipakas of your hetus you made in this life and past life.
Yeah.
So let us be very much watchful about what hetus causes we are creating in our moral activities, right? Okay.
Thank you.
Just like Kim asked a question, if you have any follow-up question, ask at this because
Bante, may I ask, Bante?
yes.
So as far as dependent origination is concerned, Is there a continuity of consciousness or not?
Yes, this is what we were talking. There is a continuity. Actually, the better Pali word for the continuity is sansara. You are your own sansara. There is no sansara
Though
outside.
the entity is not a continuity, the physical entity is not a continuity.
No. Physical entity dies here. It
Hmm?
dies here. Rupa dies here.
Yes.
It dies when
Yes.
you pass away.
Yeah, so the consciousness leaves the body. By actually,
Consciousness means whatever the hetus that you made in this life in the form of your actions, speeches, thoughts, alongside with your past life hetus are going to the next life in the form of the consciousness.
karmic
But that,
forces.
yes, but that is also being very much changed all the time, going through anicca all the time. So then, what I can say at the end is, there's no person going to the next life.
Okay.
Nobody is going to the next life. A continuity of the hetus are going to the next life. Okay. So we will make better hetus. You make better courses. Better courses means wholesome courses. Alobha dana courses, metta courses, panya courses. Actually, that chain, that continuing chain of courses is called sansara to everybody. My hetus are my own sansara. Nibbana is I cut off all these hetus. I stop all these hetus.
Yeah. Wholesome and unwholesome.
Sansara is not outside of me. My sansara is within me, in my hetu continuity.
Okay.
Although the question was very philosophical, but see, I mean, it's a very interesting point. Okay, let's go to the next question. If you have any question, please raise your hand. Ask the question, because today we are doing a Q&A. So, I mean, there's no problem to ask a question in between. Okay, second question, Aliana. Second, yeah.
If the Buddha denies, question 2, if the Buddha denies a permanent self or anatta, in what precise sense can the moral agent who perform karma be said to be the same entity that experienced its vipaka?
Okay, now same answer. Same answer in a different context. That means, who is making karma? Who is making karma? The Buddha said, we make karma. The Buddha accepts that we exist conventionally. Okay, but not ultimately. So the conventional atta creates karma. But karmas are hetus. Different hetus for the sansaric life. So then, again, if I have a glance of the question, yes, Buddha denies a permanent self, but Buddha also accepts a changing atta, which is also being changed. So in what precise sense can the moral agent who performs karma be said to be the same entity that experience? Okay, that means, just like I said in the first question, now in this life, you are making karmas, good, bad, mixed karmas. So what you are making in the very precise sense is hetus. What hetus you are making? Sansaric hetus for the sansaric life, right? So then you are conventionally creating hetus, but in ultimate sense, there's no you. Now, if the Buddha is saying, don't do bad karmas, you will be reborn, just like I said, in a bad place. So what he meant was that conventional self, right? In the end, you are not you, right? That's why what you are making is hetu, not you. Not you are making you. You are making hetus, causes. And causes are the things that are constantly fluxing into the sansaric life. So then, doer and experiencer, I can take this way. You are the doer now. You think you are the doer, and you think you will experience as an experiencer. Actually, what is happening is that hetus are going to be bear fruit in the next life as a person. But that person is not the same person, but not a different person, because the change is always happening. So basically what we need to understand as the answer to this question is that there is no you in the ultimate sense, but in the conventional sense, you exist. And that existing conventional I, atta, is what performs karma. But what is happening in that activity is that you are creating your own causes. Finally, it is going to the next life, not as you, but as causes, a quantity of certain causes. And then those causes are going through the results in the next life. Make sense? Okay. Any confusion with regard to that? I know you want to ask some questions. If you don't take it, please ask questions.
Bante, can Bante repeat the last part?
Okay, now I think Kelvin asked the same question, right? The second question. Now, what he's asking is that when we are doing good karmas, there is a moral agent. That means I'm doing my good karma or bad karma. But on the other side, Buddha teaches there is no I, me, myself. Okay? But actually, Buddha also accepted and said that there is I exist conventionally in this life, not ultimately. Pali word is vohara, V-O-H long A-I, vohara, conventionally. We exist, but we don't exist ultimately. In reality, we don't exist. But in illusion, do we exist in illusion? Yes, we exist this way in illusion. Pretty, handsome, beautiful, ugly, not good, not nice. Right? There's something existing, right? Even like a mirage. So the Buddha teaches us, yes, in that illusion, we are doing karma, good karma, bad karma, mixed karma. So then we cannot say there is anatta that is applicable to that point. Anatta exists, but above what you call below anatta, there is a self that is existing with the changes. That self is changing. So then, anatta means that when you are engaging in activities, good or bad karma, mixed karma, you have to understand this I does not exist permanently. This is a self activity that I got just to survive, exist. So then, your next part is that then who is if there is no atta, actually there is atta. Can't say that as atta, conventional, not permanently. So then atta also there, anatta also there. Because some people take it only anatta is there. No, atta also there, anatta also there. Right? Then in the atta version, you do your thing. But then you understand anatta, that you also don't exist when the panchakanda disintegrate. Then who is going to experience those karmas in the next life will not be that same person, not a different person, but the constant continuity of the hetus, causes, which you created as that person in the past life or in the previous life.
Bante,
Yes.
hetu is Pali word for causes.
Hetu, yeah. Hetu. Maybe I'm going to. Hetu means causes. Pala means effects or results. So actually what is happening in our daily life is there is no doer. What is happening is that in the form of conventional self, we are creating a lot of hetus, causes, good, bad, mix. Those causes are bearing fruit in the lives to come or even in this life too. So what you should do, once again, better be careful about what causes you are making as a person in this life. Any questions about it? Yes, vipaka is same to pala. Because we take pala from patisamuppada, that's how we take it. But when we talk about karma, karma vipaka. But the same, karma means hetu, vipaka means pala. Same.
Bante, may I ask?
Yes.
Bante, is it the causes, hetu, is it same as condition?
No, no. Conditions, we normally call hetu means cause. Hetus are condition. Causes are sometimes condition. Let's say I make a good karma today. I give dana. That is my cause. But after 1 hour of giving my dana, just like somebody said one day, you feel that, oh, grocery stuff were very expensive stuff, right? And now you couldn't keep that original course, dana course. Your course was alobha. Then after 2-3 p.m., you are thinking expensive groceries. Nowadays, now things are all going up. And I think it's a challenge, huh? All are going up. These are expensive stuff, Then what will happen? That will be a condition to weaken that course. Then the pala also will be changed. So normally we say hetu pala is hetu cause, pala result. Then in the middle, conditions. What do you call? Pachaya in hetu pachaya pala. So then you have to be very careful when you do something. Good thing. There are always conditions arising to you, within you. Sometimes they are internal conditions, sometimes they are external conditions. Sometimes you are doing a very good thing. Suddenly you get a call from one of your friends, and the friend is saying something to you, and then you had some good thoughts, and now you are going to be unhappy about that particular thing. Because the friend caused you to change your mind as a condition. Okay? Make sense? Hetu pachaya pala. Normally we say hetu pala, but as you mentioned, I was trying to pick it up later. Conditions, pachayas are going to change our very course, right? Sometimes, say for instance, you are reacting to something. Okay? Reacting means mostly you are reacting as in the form of akusala. Then maybe an external condition, environmental situation, maybe one of your friends or somebody is trying to, add more fire to your problem, your akusala. This person did the same thing to me some time ago. What you did was very good. I think you have the same idea just like me. So that person is trying to add more fertilizer, adamma, akusala fertilizers into that small bad thing. That person is a small bad thing, but the friend is trying to put more fertilizer to, fire into that. Then that is a condition. But it was a small akusala, but the friend made it a bigger akusala. Condition. Sometimes you do a kusala akusala without that much pachya. Just a hetu, just a pala. But depending on where we live, who we are living with, conditions are going to affect. All right, so there's another.
Okay, Bante.
So the causes that goes to the next life may not be from the immediate life, like this life, but could be from definitely, as I said, this life and many other lives. Millions, billions, trillions, even more than. We can't even calculate those numbers. But the interesting thing is that the way how they are going into the next life, they have their own maturity. It is not how you like them to be mature. Karmas are going to be mature the way how karmas want to be mature, not the way you want to be mature. It's like that you do a lot of good things in this life, but still you think my life is still not good.
But
Right?
Bante, just now you were saying it's not you. What? So why the karma? It's not you, right? It's only the cause effect.
Yeah, you are the one who made courses. We make our
Correct.
own courses. Our courses go into the next life. Now, when I say I go, then I should go in the same way. I don't go this way, right? I die, I drop this body here. This I doesn't go to the next life. The courses I made go to the next life.
But
That's
it's
why
not
it
the
says,
same person.
the same person doesn't go to the next life, definitely, right?
Oh, okay. So
You,
that
you
means
look
they
at
are born
yourself.
in, yeah, born into a new person already.
Yeah, so then
But
same person doesn't go to the next life.
okay, okay.
Now they say when you die one day, you don't go to the next life. Your hetus are going to the next life, right? So whatever the hetus, but we don't know what hetus you did in the past lives too. That's why we have to do more hetus, more courses, good courses, wholesome
So
courses.
that means now I'm A. I've done something good and all that. So the courses will go to my B lah, B, my new life lah. It could be B lah. It's not A anymore, right?
No, A hetus will go to the B,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
right? That's how we can take it. So let us make a lot of wholesome courses, right? Because we don't know what happened to us in the last lives. We never know. So that's the idea. So
Bante, may I ask a question, Bante?
yes,
Bante, K2 means, does it mean it's like an energy that passes from one to the next line?
engine.
Something, an energy is like an energy,
Yeah,
like a force.
definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually what we have to say is that now you know you already call yourself we are in a sansara. Where is the sansara? We think sansara is somewhere. Sansara is like an ocean. No, I am in my constant influx of my hetu. That is my own sansara. Sansara also here. Nibbana also here. So the moving process
Yeah.
from this life to the next life, this hetu, what you call flux of hetus into the next life, can be said as energy also because
Energy.
they are more energetic than us.
Okay. Thank you,
So
Bante.
so many questions. We'll take these two. Yes, Gan, the question.
Yeah, Bante, I'm confused with so many terms. So hetu is the cause or the condition,
No,
and so
let me put it again. Hetu means causes.
cause,
Causes.
not the
So,
condition.
no.
The condition is
Condition mean the influences that are going to happen to the causes. So let us go in Pali first. Hetu means causes.
okay, and the
Then
condition will influence.
when you make a hetu in your life, those hetus go through may go through conditions. May go through.
Okay.
Those are called pachaya. P-A-C-C-A-Y-A. Pachaya.
Pachaya is a condition.
Pachaya is condition.
Okay.
Many conditions. Internal and external. Then what will happen? Without conditions or with conditions, your hetu will be transformed into pala. Pala means result.
Vipaka.
You can say vipaka or result, effect, anything.
And the energy can be either samsara.
No, energy means our sansar. Sansar is very energetic.
Samsara or nibbana.
My own sansar, your own sansar is the energy. So actually, energy is hetu pachaya pala, nothing else.
Energy is hetu
Now,
pachaya.
Doris asks here, can we put it as energy? Actually, this energy means our own hetus and how hetus go through conditions and how they become pala or vipaka.
Okay, I want to ask, is there a concept of last thought, Bante?
Yes. Not a concept. We will go to the last thought before we die. The last thought just before we die is last thought.
But some people say that last thought, the concept is abhidhamma because there is the antara bhava.
No.
No,
Abhidhamma
I'm confused.
okay, let me tell you. Abhidhamma is alluded to the Theravada addition. Normally in the Sutta Pitaka, if you remember our last sutta, one of the suttas we did, I think we didn't do that sutta. Mahakamma Vibhanga Sutta. Majjhima Nikaya 136, if I'm not mistaken. This sutta says, Marana Kala Chitta. marana kala chitta, thought during the time of the death. But Abhidhamma adds a Pali word called Chuti Chitta, right? Chuti Chitta. Chuti means the moment that you pass away. So Antarabhava is a Mahayana idea. In Tibet Buddhism, they are talking Bardo stage, 49 days of the departed person. So in Pali Buddhism, there's no Antarabhava. Once you die, you are reborn. There's no interval between that. Okay, makes sense?
So if there is no place in between, that means the concept of last thought is not really there, right? Until
No, last thought is, I mean, we will go through the last thought just before we die. Okay. So it is a normal thing. I think there's nothing to question about it. But once you die, you are reborn somewhere out of the 31 places. So we don't, in Pali Buddhism, there is no belief about Antarabhava, no intermediate state. Okay. You are reborn. So you are reborn because you made the course. But I would tell you, your last thought matters for the next life. Let's say you are a very good person, and just before you die, your mind was a little bit agitated, maybe confused. Actually, a lot of people become confused before they die. Why is it? There was a person in one of my Dhamma talks. He said a story. The story was, in one of his friend's place, there was a 100-year-old man. So since lately, in that story, here in Kelantan, here, so he was saying that knife, 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 knife. So his children also passed away, 100-year-old man. And then now his grandchildren are there, they don't know what he's talking about, right? They were just like 1 for 20 or something years. So he's always saying knife, knife, knife. Then grandchildren had no idea about what is this knife. Then they approach another elderly man like that, almost like 90 over years. Then they ask, do you know about our grandfather? Then they started saying, yes, we know. 30, 40 years ago, due to a certain demand, he is the one who slaughtered pigs in a certain kampung here, village here. So, definitely now they could connect the dots between that knife story and then this story. And then the person told, that elderly person told, it is because of the demand he was asked to do it, not at his own wish. So then what happened? Grandchildren approached him and then said, grandfather, we know the story. You don't have to worry because there was a demand for you to do it. You did it. Not that you wanted to kill the pigs just by going there, right? So that means just before he going to pass away, he passed away some time ago, that bad thing had popped up. You can cover your whole good bad things until you die, right? So last moment is as such. So mine always goes back. So now we are going into other topics otherwise. So I would say, there is no connection between last moment and Antarabhava in Pali Buddhism. But in Mahayana, yes. All right. Okay, let's go back. We will answer these questions very, very simply. If everything is if everything is causes going on and on, it is better to see through the illusion and wake up to reality, so we don't need to reborn again and again. Oh, just because you thought we don't want to be reborn, you won't be reborn. You have to understand your causes. Everybody wants to be enlightened. Just because you think you want to be enlightened, you won't be enlightened. There are things that you have to follow. Sila, Samadhi, Panya, Noble Eightfold Path. That is the path. Then you understand your own causes. Then only this is possible. Basically, the consciousness that passes on the next life is the remaining karmic energy, plus maybe, well, I mean, of course, our hetus. Hetu is main cause like seed, while Pachya is support. Yes, This is what we've been talking. Okay, let's go to the third question because we almost took 40 minutes for this two questions. We had to go a bit faster, right? Question 2, 3. Yes.
Question 3. When the Buddha speaks of the cessation of karma in the sutta, does this refer to the cessation of karmic production, the exhaustion of past karma, or the transcendence of the karmic framework altogether?
Okay, now we are talking this from Nibbedhika Pariyāya Sutta. Nibbedhika Pariyāya Sutta gives us a very wide angle. Is that a very good term to say? You have a camera, but your camera lens is not very wide. Huh? You have to buy it additionally. Otherwise, you only see nearby. Right? You buy a very wide angle lens. So I could say Nibbedhika Pariyāya is that wide angle. So whatever the things you know about karma is just normal teachings. Right? So the answer to this question, there are 3 parts. Yes. Does this refer to the ending of karmic production? Okay. That is true. How to end the karma? By following the Noble Eightfold Path. If we want to end the karma, what should we end? That's a good question. Now we want to end the karma. So what should we end by following the Noble Eightfold Path? What should be ended?
Is it passa, Bante?
Passa. Passa must be ended. Passa means contact. Right? That is only you going to end the karma. Very interesting, right? We never hear from any other most suttas that the cause of the karma is passa. We only say karma is normal, we do karma, then all the problems are starting. But this Nibbedhika Pariyāya is a wide lens. It teaches us where are we creating, how are we creating karma. It's due to the, So then the answer for the first part is yes, you end your passa and then you will stop it. Well, exhaustion of past karma, it will not end. Just because you end the karma, you are not creating new karma. You have no new hetu, new causes. But still you will have to go through. Even the Buddha went through the past karma hetus. Right? Think about it. I think many of you might not know. When the Buddha was giving Dhamma talks, sometimes he got a back pain. Have you heard that in the suttas? Then he was asking, if I'm not mistaken, what is his name? Nandaka? Venerable Nandaka or somebody like that. He asked that monk to continue Dhamma talk because he cannot give the Dhamma talk. It's very painful, chronic pain. Sometimes he was having a kind of a migraine, like a headache. And also he went through problems with Venerable Devadatta. He got injured as well. And then finally he passed away with Lohita Pakkandika disease. Right? So there are past karmas that are still operative in a sense, in a way, but they are very much discouraged. They are very much neutralized, but still it's like somebody got rid of the cancer. Okay. But then the doctor is saying, we want to check you for another 3 to 4 years. Why? They are still checking whether there are new cancer cells that are happening, starting from some place. Sometimes they find out. What should they do? They're going to maybe do chemo, maybe again do surgery. So karma is more dangerous than the cancer cells. Why is it? Cancer cells you can locate physically, right? With the machine ever. But karma residue, you can't locate them. Because you don't know how many hetus you caused in the past lives. So then, we cannot say that not when you even ended karma, still you may be going through certain results, what you call pala for some other past karmas you may have done. If the Buddha went through like that, how about us? Right? It's possible. Third part of the question is transcendence of the karmic framework. Okay. What is transcendence to the karma? When you become an arahant, when you become an Arya Savaka, your actions will be upgraded, right? It will be upgraded naturally, right? Let's say earlier you offered flowers, then you were thinking, how beautiful are these flowers? But for arahants, they are thinking, just like how the flowers are going to fade, our bodies, everything is also going to change, right? And then the way how an enlightened person picks up their karmas will be different from a normal person picks up their own karma. So normal people karmas are just kusala karmas. Actually, there is a Pali word that they are using for that. Our kusala karmas are lokiya kusala karma, mundane kusala karma. But their kusala karmas are lokottara kusala karma. Very interesting, right? Supramundane kusala karmas. Okay. So then, once again, I answer very brief. Yes, end in the karma through end in the passa by following the Noble Eightfold Path. Then still some past karmas can work out because of some hetus that have not yet been neutralized, and you will transcend your karmas by being an enlightened person, right? We will go to the question 4.
Question 4. Given the Buddhist rejection of determination, how should the temporal relationship between karma and vipaka be understood? Whereby does karma operate through probabilistic causal tendencies rather than fixed outcomes?
Is this Kelvin's question too, Brother Kelvin? Okay. For the sake of everybody's simple understanding, would you mind? I can answer, but would you mind make it very brief and very simple, out of compassion? Okay. That's how we have to think.
I think for us as Buddhists, we believe everything is do not believe that everything is predetermined. So how does the karma lead to these results? Are the results fixed, or they have tendencies that may ripen depending on our conditions?
Okay. I think when I look at the question, there's something else also. Okay. Okay, you are talking about that Buddhism is anti-determinism.
Right.
What is determinism, Dhamma friends? Determinism means I do a good karma. Because of good karma, I go through the exact result of the good karma in the next life or this life. I do a bad karma. Because of bad karma, I go through the bad result of that bad karma in this life or past life. Actually, there are two other ways this good karma, bad karma can work out. Right? In the Mahakama Vibhanga Sutta. So that means Buddhism rejects determinism. Buddhism doesn't say that karma is always linear. Linear means it goes on a straight line. Right? Karma is not black and white. That's a good thing. I think when you listen to a traditional Dhamma talk, what you hear is that karma is black and white. If you do good, you get good. If you do bad, you get bad. Is it correct in Buddhism? No, it is a part of that karma teaching. It is not wrong. Part of it, but it is not the complete karma teaching. So, giving that understanding only to devotees is a misunderstanding. That is the problem. So, the Sangha member, whoever has to say, yes, good begets good, bad begets bad, but sometimes the way how people engage in the good sometimes begets bad, bad begets good. Where did the Buddha say that? In the Mahakama Vibhanga Sutta, Majjhima Nikaya 136. Okay, that is how it has to be given, not only partial karma teaching. So now somebody might think if karma produces in the same way, then it is a determinism. No. That is when we discuss about Pachaya. Now I'm bringing up Pachaya. Sometimes you do good karma, you mess it up. You mess it up because of Pachaya, conditions. You do a very good karma, then your mind becomes not happy about it, right? Sometimes you do a bad, let's say you drink a lot of things. You're becoming alcoholic at a certain point in your life. Then as time passes by, you think, what's the problem, We just live and die. Why not to drink? And maybe your friends are going to come and tell you, let's go and grab some drinks and drink, So then you are creating a wrong view towards your akusala. Then that wrong view is a condition for the akusala that you've done already. Then what will happen? Your akusala will be double, triple, quadruple, or multiplied. Kusala can be reversed back into akusala. Or kusala can be upgraded also. Let's say you're sharing your dana activity with the real Kalyana Mitra. Oh, sadhu anumodana, I'm very happy for you. I say, I'm happy, but I'm 2 times happier than you, right? Well, I'm 3 times happier than for your dana. You are happy, but I'm 2 times happier than about your dana. We don't talk about that much about it because it's about mudita. We leave some information for mudita retreat. That's happening on April 25th in the Vihara. So anyway, so that means karma doesn't happen in that straight line. Karma can be different depending on what conditions you are bringing, what conditions you will be conditioned. Let's see again. Okay. Karma operates through probabilistic causal tendencies rather than, yes, you are right. Karma is not linear. Karma can be changed because of conditions. Karma is hetu, okay? Karma is hetu. Sometimes karmas don't go to pala straight line. They will be affected by pachaya conditions. Okay. Let's go to the next question. Katie, you have a question? Make it very short.
Yes, Bante.
Yeah.
What about, I'm getting a bit confused. What about those people who believe in reincarnation? That means it's a different entity or it's a a mix for reincarnation?
No, reincarnation is a Hindu idea, Hindu or Christian idea. We respect those religions. That is their view. In Hinduism, they say the God is reincarnated in 9 forms. The last form is Bhagavan Buddha. Our Buddha also, they are one of the reincarnations. So the God is reincarnated as a tortoise. Who else? I can't remember the other 7. In different animal form and also like the Buddha. So when you are questioning, do you know about the Buddha? Yeah, he's also reincarnated as our God. They are nicely, happily saying that. So Buddhists don't believe reincarnation. Reincarnation means the same person is going to be reborn. That is a Hindu idea. Also, it is also an idea of some of the other religions. We don't have to mention their names. So reincarnation, transmigration are not acceptable in Buddhism. Reincarnation and transmigrations are both saying that you are going to be reborn in the same way in a different shape. Buddhism believes only rebirth, punabhava. You are being reborn due to your causes. Your causes are what are going to the next line, not because when I give a Dhamma talk, when somebody give a Dhamma talk, they have to say you are reborn. Actually, what is going out is your own hetus. You die here. You are not going any step further than that. Okay, makes sense?
Okay, thanks, Bante.
Okay, let's go to the next question. Question 5.
Question 5. Can karma be understood primarily as an ethical law governing rebirth, or more fundamentally as a phenomenological
Phenomenological process.
process describing how intentionally structures live experience moment to moment.
Okay, you are asking how karma works, functions. So, yes, it is an ethical law. That's true. Second, you are saying, is it a phenomenological process describing how intentionality structures lived experience moment? That is what Nibbedhika Pariyāya Sutta teaches us. May I know what is phenomenological process? This is also a philosophical word. Kelvin is bombarding all of us with philosophical words today. I would tell you, phenomenological means being able to understand something in our immediate experience. Okay? I would tell you a very simple example. You learn Dhamma from a Dhamma talk. Okay? Then you get to know Dhamma concepts in that Dhamma talk, maybe Four Noble Truths, life, karma, and then, relationships, money, whatever things, you name it. Then when you go home, you see that somebody in the house has not put things back that you organized earlier the day, right? You see that maybe your husband is a handyman. Just thinking. He's a handyman. So he likes to do some things, So there are many hammers everywhere now. You put hammers back into the slots, but now hammers are everywhere. And you are saying if you took something out of the cabinet, you must have put them in the right place. And your husband says, that's a small thing you put back, He says that man doesn't always see the small things and they see the bigger picture. I mean, just out of that thing, you are becoming very perfectionist, I mean, you want to put things back in the right place, you organize. But things like that happen. You can't change people, right? So at that point, you are thinking Dhamma talk, something you learn in that temple or somewhere. When something happens that you don't like, you don't need to react. You need to respond. Then you want to see this truth, this reality, is truth in your lived experience, in your anger, in your frustration of somebody not putting things back in the right place. That is the phenomenological way to handle it. Okay, you are seeing the truth in the lived, immediate experience. Otherwise, you only think about what the Sangha member told when you go back to the Vihara again, you sit down again, then Dhamma will come to your mind, right? Then you are missing out on a lot of things. So now the question is that, once again, yes, karma is governing through the ethical law. Yes, a better way to understand karma is your daily activities in their lived experience, phenomenological context. When you talk to someone, you watch, what am I talking now? Am I talking nicely? Am I getting angry? Am I on the way to become angry? Am I on the way to become frustrated? Watch them. Karma should be accepted. Karma should be watched in that phenomenological way. That's a better way to do it, right? Then you understand if you make a mistake in that experience, you are going to mess up your ethics, sila, virtue part, morality will be messed up. So I would encourage the second part of this question because that is what the Nibbedhika Pariyāya Sutta tells us. As I said, Nibbedhika Pariyāya Sutta is a wide angle, is a wide lens for us to look at what we do in our daily experience and in the lived experience right now, not after it happened, not we are going to be forgetful about what we are supposed to. Yes, once another addition is phenomenology, as you said, Kelvin, what it is like to experience something from the first person. Because a lot of people understand Dhamma in the second-hand experience. It's like they want to buy original brand new stuff when they want to buy. They never want to buy second-hand stuff. But when it comes to the practice of Dhamma, they always practice Dhamma in the second-hand way. Dhamma for them is a second-hand experience. No, try to make it a first-hand experience. While you are going through the situations, hetu, pachaya, understand what am I going through now? All right. So, Gan, you have a question? Let's make it small.
Yeah. Sorry, Bante, I don't understand what you mean by practicing in a second hand.
Ah, okay. You know, when you are supposed to practice Dhamma, you have to practice in your within your experience.
Real time.
Real time. Yes, that is what is called phenomenology. So then you have a first-hand look, first-hand experience of what is going through, either kusala, akusala. But most people, they are not making it to that point. They miss that point. They miss it. They go past that moment. So Dhamma reminds them when they went past that moment. Then it will become a second-hand experience of the same scenario. They cannot do much about it after that.
It's over.
It's over. It's over. So then that's why we have to try to do it in the real time. It will become a first-hand experience for us.
Yeah, actually my question, Bante, is like, can we change our karma in the sense like at deathbed? Okay, let's say at deathbed, we try to help another person, sorry, not our deathbed, but another person's deathbed. Can we change his karma by doing dana, or is it too late?
What kind of dana we can do when someone is going to die?
No, like
Someone is dying in the bed now. How to bring dana, Is that actually the best? Yes, you have any other example?
like
Chanting.
for example, yeah, chanting or
Yeah, chanting is a good thing, definitely. We seen as many examples.
buying the robe and then ask him to offer to the monk. We bring a monk.
Okay, that is also sensible, but we don't know whether the patient is in a coma at that point. But even if he's in a coma, he can hear, she can hear, but still okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
So is it possible to still change the karma? That's what I mean. By
But
doing
it's very hard to say. It's very hard to say. But what we can say, when someone is going to die, we are not going to make hypothesis at that point. It is not good for the family, not good for the person who is dying. We are doing what is supposed to be done at that. So one of the best things to be done when someone is going to die, if you know that person is dying, is to remind him or her the good things he or she done. Because normally even someone who's in coma, that person can hear, right? So you can remind that person, you did dana, because that person has a lot of memories about his or her own thing. Because the biggest issue with regard to anybody's death, finally, is that their remorses even tiny remorses can become very big remorses. So we can help that person overcome those remorses. You did dana, you did a good thing, you did a good project, you volunteered, right? And we can remind that person. Also chanting. But sometimes when we chant, people getting scared, Is something going to happen to me, That's why you are chanting, right? Sometimes some people get scared, because they have seen it happening in other places. Because chanting we can do, definitely. It's a moment that something is going to happen, but better to remind that person. Also, you can go to a vihara, you can offer something on behalf of that person too, right? As you said, dana can be done. All right. So we move on to the questions. We have more questions to address. Okay, question 6.
Question 6. In the sutta, the Buddha says intention is karma. During meditation, how can a practitioner directly observe intention arising before speech or action?
This is what we discussed, first-hand Dhamma experience and second-hand Dhamma experience, right? So you have to watch it. You have to tell yourself, I haven't talked yet. I want to see how I'm talking. You create a time lapse. in your activities. You create your own time lapse, because some people, they make akusala or kusala in their own way. They keep quiet, but suddenly they blast at other people. They don't talk. They keep quiet for 20 minutes. Other people are talking normal things. In the 21 minute, they say something not nice to other people. Then that person's checking karma is to check what is happening in the 20 minutes, 19 minutes in that experience. What am I going to do? So what is important is that pre-verbal impulse. Okay. I could say, if you are concerned about your activities and speech, definitely you can create a certain projected mind gap that I'm coming to a certain pre-verbal impulse. I don't need to mess it up. I know I haven't talked yet, but when I'm going to talk, what I'm going to talk. If they talk, what I'm going to talk to them. So you create your time lapse with regard to the time that you are functioning with your speech action and all that. So, and you are asking meditation. Intention is karma, yes. Then meditation, what you can do is that okay, you're asking before speech or action. So how do you talk in the meditation? You are saying you meditate and you are asking an advice about how to speak and act in the meditation. May I know who asked this question? You are saying during meditation, how can the practitioner directly observe intention arising before speech or action?
It's like how we notice the intention arising before we speak or act.
Then that pre-verbal impulse. You have to specifically locate what is the point I open my mouth. What is the point I get going into action? You have to create a certain gap in that moment. So if you know your gap, if you know the point, that point, the cutoff point where you are materializing your speech, your actions, then you can make a pause. Make a pause in your meditation and also when you are not meditating too. So you can watch it.
So is to think before you act, think during you act, and think after you act, right?
Yes, but different people go through this differently.
Right.
Okay. Now say for instance, and now you're supposed to talk something, but it is not the time to talk. Maybe you are thinking, I'm going to talk today evening, I mean, it's morning. Then you have your own time period to think about how to manage that pre-verbal impulse. Your own timing. Some people are very quick to talk. And when you ask, what did you say? I also forget about it. They even don't know what they talk about it, right? So that's why if you forget about what to say, you haven't looked at the gap before you open your mouth, right? So we have to create that gap. Then we know after this gap, I talk, I act. So create that. I could say it's a shadow gap. It's a gap that you are creating. After that, you are going to materialize. Right? The next question, question 7.
Question 7. Whatever the ancestor have done to be it good or bad, will it be transcended to generation or after generation, or it only applies to current living?
Okay. Aliana, I will take up the next question just to minimize the time. Okay. All right. There's no such thing that ancestors' things are coming to us, but it can come indirectly, not directly. Let's say that my karmas are coming to me, not to my mother, not to my father, but because they are in my family, because when I go through my dukkha, they will also have to indirectly go through my problem. Because why? They are also worried about me, right? Let's say you are going through a problem, your loved ones also worried about you. Why you are not sleeping? Why you are thinking a lot? Why you are overthinking? They are also not happy, right? So that means this generational things can come to us as a vipaka indirectly. not directly. So you are such a free person to go through your own. So don't worry about it. Okay. Jenny, you have a question? Can you make it short?
Yeah, Bante, a quick one. Because we are doing the Dhammapada 100 Thursday yesterday, and it was the Sahasa topic. Then in that topic, you say that one beneficial word is what do you call better than 1,000 useless speech. So I was relating to just now the sister asking, during the deathbed, that person, how do we help him or or her, to change the karma or change his train of thought. So if during that moment, can we use this method if let's say there's a chance, we know aware of there's a way to talk to him so that he can be released of the remorse. Can we apply this method?
Yeah, we can, but it depends on his
Whether his ability,
level
yeah.
of mind, his level of physical
Yeah.
health. It matters. Sometimes you try to stir somebody's remorse, that person cannot process it at that point. But if that person is still okay, we can talk about it. Just like the man who said, knife, 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 knife. So they could talk to the grandchildren, could talk to him, and they said to him, grandfather, we heard that you did it for other people demands, not that you wanted to kill. Like Nibbedhika.
Yeah.
Nibbedhika also killed.
Yeah.
Actually, it doesn't say they don't go through the bad karma. They will go through. But if we are further saying you did the bad karma, the hells are warranted for you, then that person will be more worried, will be reborn in a bad hell right away.
Yeah.
So that's why Buddhism says even anybody done any bad karma, don't try to highlight that person's bad karma all the time. Try to tell that person you have some space to learn some Dhamma. So learn that path. At least you have some support before you die. We don't tell that to that person. We are saying it's all okay. You just learn something. That is something we can do if the circumstances are favorable.
Okay, thank you, Bante.
Okay, right. And I'm going to pick up the rest of the question because we have 14 minutes. Question 8, if karma is chetana intention, what's the difference between karma and sankhara? Very interesting question. Sankhara is the wider concept, wider context of our karma. Karma is just karma. Because karma means actions, volitional action. Sankhara means when our karma become habits. When our karma becomes mental habits, attitudes, perspectives, they become karma. Actually, not all karmas sometimes become sankhara. You think your all karmas become sankhara? No. Only very much dominant mental activities, your habits, your addictions, perspectives become sankhara. Right? Otherwise, let's say in one life, we were birds. We were always chirping around. Then if that becomes a sankhara, we are also going to chirp now. Then that means not all karmas are going to come to us. Very dominant, very predominant, very influential, weighty karmas for the most part come into us because they became sankhara. So sankhara means the wider context of our karma, and there is a different karma is a general context of what we are doing in our life. Two things. Any question that are arising, please save them if you could answer at the end, because we have 13 questions here. Question 9. For good karma to ripen faster in this very life, we need to offer dana to those people who have attained sotapatti, and above, or at least people who have attained jhana. If we only offer dana to ordinary being, the result will be very slow. It will not ripen in this life. Need to wait until next life. Is this statement correct? When I see this question now, what I felt was this question is too absolute. Very too absolute, because now the thing is, in some suttas, Buddha teaches that if you give a dana to Sotapanna, Sakadagami, Anagami, Arahant, Pacceka Buddha, that is more virtuous. But where did the Buddha say that giving to an ordinary monk done is not making good karma? Where did he say so? He never said. He said giving dana to monk, nun, sangha member also creating good karma. Now the problem is, it looks like you are thinking that you want to make only good karma, not that you want to offer dana. Right? You are only looking for the next life. What will happen to me? I am spending much of money over here. Then that is going to be greed at that point. So don't look for better people. Just find opportunities to give dana. You are not going to question about, are you a good monk or a bad monk, good person, bad person. What will happen is that you are creating another level of greed in that experience. So the best way is that find opportunities to give dana, not certain people to give dana. Okay, that is the best way to engage in that. When you give that, what will happen is that your dana become higher, not because who you give in dana, but because your own kusala intentions. Now what you are going to do is that you want to depend on someone good, and then because of him, you want to make good karma. Is that a good idea? You don't do any cultivation here. You're looking for who is better here. I want to give, and I can fast track my Dhamma journey. I don't think it's a good idea, right? So then it is better to find opportunities. Sometimes you find good people. Sometimes you find other people. Doesn't matter. Give. Okay, we go to the next question, number 10. Let's see. How is true penetration Nibbedhika different from simply understanding things intellectually versus seeing them directly in experience? Now, this is the thing. Now you learn Dhamma, you learn Kama, Vedana, Sanya, Asava, Kamma, Dukkha, right? 6 concepts in Nibbedhika Pariyāya Sutta. You have learned these concepts in many Dhamma talks. Haven't you? You have learned them. But until you learn Nibbedhika Pariyāya, you couldn't see them wider. When you see them through Nibbedhika Pariyāya, you saw them through a wider lens, like a camera, you know. So wide, you can see every tiny bit of those concepts. The immediate example is, why are we doing karma? What is the cause of karma? Have you ever learned from any place in the Dhamma talks? I think it's very hard to learn it, because those Dhamma talks start from karma, not why we are doing karma. Why we are doing karma? It's because of contact. Only Nibbedhika Pariyāya Sutta talks. This is one small thing. So many other things that Nibbedhika Pariyāya Sutta. So then the difference between you are learning Dhamma, your normal understanding, intellectually, and then Nibbedhika. Now, when you are learning Dhamma intellectually, having a book, write down notes, it will become just a knowledge on that activity. But when you learn through Nibbedhika Pariyāya, you can penetrate in that particular time. Let's say you are going through Vedana now, feeling. Right? What did you know earlier about Vedana? Sukha Vedana, happy feeling, Dukkha Vedana, unhappy feeling, and Adukkama Sukha, neutral feeling. But now you learn Nibbedhika Pariyāya. Vedana is going through, you are going through. What are you thinking? What you are thinking at that point? Why do I go through Vedana? Passa. Then you are penetrating this experience. Now you are going through karma. Earlier you knew good karma, bad karma. Now you are going through karma, you think, no. Now I go through my karma as a human because I have done karma to become a human. That's why I go through human karma. Then you suddenly look at, there's a cat going around in your compound. Why is he like that? Why he didn't become a human? Because he has done karma to become a cat. Right? This is what we see that in that particular life. And all of a sudden, Chembing came. You think ancestral. Maybe sometimes you are thinking hungry ghosts. Why hungry ghosts? Why they cannot become humans? because they have done karmas to become hungry ghosts. Then you have a wider lens of understanding karma, not good, bad only. So the answer to this question is true penetration. Nibbedhika Pariyāya gives you the full knowledge, full understanding, the complete gear of Dhamma knowledge, Dhamma understanding in a phenomenological, in a lived, real way in that experience. You won't get it from a normal intellectual way of learning Dhamma. So you will get it within the time, on the activity, on the task itself. And then we are going to the next question, 11. The Buddha talk about Vedana in Satipatthana Sutta. Yes, we discussed under Vedananupassana and also in Nibbedhika Pariyāya Sutta. We discussed this. As householders, lay people, in our daily life, which practice is more suitable, easier for us to practice? You are always looking for shortcuts, huh? You want to cut corners in Dhamma. Anyways, Satipatthana Sutta is what you are doing in your daily life. You watch your Vedana, how my Vedana arises. Sukha, Dukkha, Adukkama Sukha, Samisa Sukha, Samisa Dukkha, Samisa, then Niramisa Sukha, right? 9. So you practice it in your daily life. But after you learning about Nibbedhika Pariyāya way of Vedana, you are going to look at Vedana in a much more wider way. Why am I going through this Vedana? It's because of Passa. And what can I do to stop new Passa? Practice Noble Eightfold Path, right? So you have a very wiser context to do with regard to Vedana, going beyond Satipatthana. So I'm not saying you have to choose one or the other. You have to practice Satipatthana, Sutta way of Vedananupassana, but with this Nibbedhika Pariyāya Sutta, you are going to give you reminders about how to upgrade that Vedananupassana, Dhamma, knowing into the higher level. And then last 2 questions. When observing feeling and formation, Vedana Sankara, as it is like the presence and later the absence of feeling or formation, the arising and cessation, etc., the mind just stops. There's a gap. You are saying there's a gap when you observe it. There is a pause, that's a gap, blank, under the next feeling or formation. How is the mind able to have penetrative ability as in a Nibbedhika Pariyāya? At that point, let me tell you, don't attach to that gap. Don't attach to that gap. Don't cling to it. You use that gap as a moment to bring Nibbedhika Pariyāya. How to bring it? Let's say now you watch your Vedana, feelings, Sankhara, you watch it. At a certain point, now that row is going to be finished. One gap. Then you bring in Nibbedhika Pariyāya. You want to watch it in your immediate experience right now. Nibbedhika Pariyāya supports you to watch it in the immediate experience. Use that gap to bring Nibbedhika. Then you are turning, once you've done it, you go to the next Sankhara, Vedana, watching. Then you come to a gap, you bring the Nibbedhika Pariyāya, penetration at that point. You can see it in the lived experience. That means when you see it, only you can know the insight. Final question. Could marriage be determined or fated by past karma? We see a Sotapanna from young by the name of Kukkutamita still chose to elope with a hunter and help him to assassinate animal. Could it be that she has done some bad karma in the past for her to experience such an unpleasant result? Let me tell you in the first place, when anything happens, you bring karma to describe that. Is it a good idea? Is it good that when we see anything on TV, internet, everything, we bring karma to define it? That is not a good idea. Because karma is the most recent, but it might not be the karma. What is this story? Dhammapada's 124th story. Actually, in our OPRC class, we are going to pick up this story in the next couple of weeks. In this story, what is happening is that there is a girl who is a Sotapanna. But she fell in love with a hunter. Very interesting, right? The girl fell in love with the hunter, because when you are in love, you don't care about who that person is at that point. That is what happened, right? That means Sotapanna can be blind to the love, right? But make sure that Sotapanna will never kill. What happened? She eloped with that hunter. And then what happened? They got 7 sons. 7 sons got married, now 7 daughter-in-laws. So one day, Buddha saw this hunter and children, daughter-in-laws, having some opportunities to become Sotapannas. So that day, hunter was making a bait to catch some animals. So Buddha went there. When Buddha went there, Buddha sat down. So he saw, there's no animal stuck in my bait. Definitely somebody made something over here. That's why I couldn't catch any. So he saw a monk over there, the Buddha. Definitely this man must have cut something in my trap. Then he was trying to strike an arrow to the Buddha. And Buddha determined arrow is not going to work. So he was immobilized, stuck. Then 7 sons also came in. They also saw, oh, our father is trying to strike someone. Definitely, he will be enemy of all of us. We also have to strike an arrow to this person. They also started striking an arrow to the Buddha. They also were immobilized because of the Buddha's power. Then what happened? At this time, this lady, Sotapanna lady, the wife of the hunter, came. Once she came, she saw the Buddha. She knows she's a Sotapanna. She immediately said, don't strike an arrow to my father. Father is the Buddha. Actually, father means the one who taught the Dhamma. And everybody thought, oh, if daughter-in-laws thought, because 7 sons and father, they all got stuck now, immobilized. Then the daughter-in-laws thought, if the mother-in-law is saying that this is her father, definitely this is our grandfather, right? That's why she's saying like that. Then Buddha understood that now situation is under control. He let them mobilize, and then they listen to the Buddha. They become Sotapannas. Now you are trying to ask a question: why is this lady married to this man? So we cannot say that all the relationships come from past life in that same way. It can be, it might not be. It might be a condition that she had to fall in love with this man, right? Sometimes it can come from like Prince Siddhartha and Yashodhara. We cannot say that all relationships come from past life. Actually, we have to ask from married couple here. Do you think that you both come from past life? You will know the real answer from them. So I'm not going to ask that question. Some people say yes, some people might say different answers to that. So that's why we cannot say that every relationship comes from past. Sometimes it is because of the conditions in this life. But of course, what we saw is that this Sotapanna girl really loved this man. This is what we understand. All right. So then don't think that all things are coming from the past life. Majority things might come, but some things might. All right. So we will answer maybe 2 questions, and then we will leave the floor open for maybe a few minutes before we transfer the good karmas. Once a person attains first jhana, can he lose it or it will stay? Of course, he can lose it. Jhanas are not very permanent stages. So depending on how you manage 5 hindrances, you might stay, you might go back. If you are meditating and feel sad, what is the wise way to reflect? That means you are not really meditating, right? If you are really meditating, you can't be sad. Maybe you were not given the right instructions by a good teacher. Teacher has to know your character. Maybe you might be a pretty emotional person, maybe something else. Maybe you have certain other problems. Then a good teacher Before you seriously meditate, better to approach a good teacher. If you do a normal meditation, you carry on. But if you want the specific meditation for a certain course in your life, better you have instructions. Don't just follow it. Okay, we will take maybe 2 minutes for any other questions if you want to ask.
Bante, I think there is one more question in the chat from Brother J.H. Ko. In the law of causality like karma, vipaka, and in sutta,
okay.
is it that Chetana is
Yes.
karma? Yeah.
Okay, in
that
the
one.
law of causality like karma, vipaka, and in the sutta, that means pala, it is said that Chetana is karma. Yes. So is it correct or proper to rephrase or understand karma, vipaka, Chetana, vipaka? Actually, it is better to say karma, vipaka, because when you say karma, that means it has Chetana. So you better pick up as karma, vipaka. When you say karma, vipaka, we know it is coming from Chetana. Right? What are the differences between the term karma and there's no difference. Karma means a Chetana-based activity. Otherwise, it can't be a karma. Karma must have Chetana. So, better to replace it as karma vipaka. All right. What are the questions you got with regard to this? Maybe we can take 1 or 2 questions. And
Bante, can I ask a question?
please go ahead.
Yep. Bante, just now Bante mentioned regarding ultimate reality and conventional reality, right? So in other words, like we human, all those kind of things, like male, female, good, bad, all those kind of things falls under conventional reality, right? Even karma also falls under conventional reality, right?
Well, karma, the way how we understand karma in this life can be conventional, but the wider aspects of karma, they are not always conventional, because karmas are the hetus we are creating in our sansaric life.
Okay. And then just want to check, because in the Abhidhamma, right, they say the ultimate reality, the Paramattha Dhamma, right, is Ceta, Cetasikas, Rupa, and Nibbana. So Rupa is considered the so-called male, female, all those kind of things, right? So this Rupa, as far as I know, it is what they call the characteristics of the element. So in other words, male, female is conventional, but the hardness, the softness, and the flowing and the heat, that one is considered ultimate reality. Am I right to say that?
Well, Abhidhamma takes in a different way of what sometimes. Like, that's why I'm telling better to learn it from the Sutta, Nikaya way. It is better.
Okay, understand.
Because Abhidhamma wants to explain in a lot of information, like Chuti Chitta and all that. It's better to learn from Pali way. Yes, actually, if we learn more about sometimes the gender differences with regard to Abhidhamma, there are certain challenges also to explain. So better to learn it from Sutta way.
I see. Understand. Thank you. Sadhu.
So we will have 2 very short questions from Barbara and Gan, and we will wrap this up. Yes, Barbara?
Yeah, Bante, if we are talking to a person who is dying and not a Buddhist, and help him to recall his the good things that he has done, and also the regrets, that he really didn't do. I was then that time not a Buddhist, a free thinker, so I didn't really focus on any religion, but just to help this patient with AIDS, HIV/AIDS, to really have a good recollection. So he also said that my only regret in life is not getting married, because he said not so important. But what is more important is that he didn't go to the Hajj. He didn't really. So I didn't know how to go on for religious side. So what would a person do? I mean, what can we do if we are a religious person and can help them in the spiritual get through this
It depends
stage?
on what free-thinker is all about. I mean, what he wants, what she wants, and we have to go by what is happening at that point. Because some people have very extreme cutoff lines with regard to other religions, philosophies. So it depends on the person.
Oh, no, the person is a strong Muslim,
Uh-huh.
but me as a counselor, I was a free thinker. So I was like a bit stuck on how to proceed from there, you know, when he talked about his religious regrets not having to gone to the Hajj. So should I just keep silent or how to support
Well, I
him?
think because you are saying you are a psychologist, you are doing
No, no,
counseling. I think
counseling,
number
yeah.
one is you stick to your counseling ethics, right? That's
Uh-huh.
number one. And
Mm.
then if you think if there are certain Buddhist principles are supporting, because Buddhism doesn't say that you have to be a Buddhist to practice or maybe to learn certain concepts, you can support that person from certain concept. I mean,
But
depending on what is necessary at that point.
yeah, maybe universal concept, but I cannot bring in my religion to.
Yeah, that's why. That's why it is also a problem because you are a counselor. You can't bring in
yeah.
a religion at that point.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's why it's difficult for me to answer a particular
Okay.
specific answer to this question. What I'm saying is stick to your counseling ethics and think about
Okay.
what could be a better advice for this person.
Uh-huh.
Right? And
Okay.
then, Gan,
Thank you.
what's your question? Yes.
Yeah, Bante, how does the Four Noble Truth stop pasar? Because I lost the connection.
How does Four Noble Truths?
Stop pasar.
No, Four Noble Truths are truths. Passa, in this Nibbedhika Pariyāya Sutta, it is said that Vedana, Sanya, then what else? Karma.
Sankara.
Does
Binyanya.
it talk about Sankhara, the sutta? No, this sutta doesn't talk about Sankhara. So, Sankhara arises after karma. Okay, so then what we said in the sutta, what Buddha teaching is that the path to end all these six, kama, obsessive sensual pleasures, vedana, feelings, sanya, perceptions, asava, outflows, then kamma, volitional activities, and then dukkha, what do you call, pain. So how to end all these six? These six are all unnecessary stuff in our life, but these are necessary evils in some ways. How to get rid of these things? Only by practicing Noble Eightfold Path. So Noble Eightfold Path practice means you know the Four Noble Truths. That's why you are practicing it. So you can get rid of the problematic side of these six in our daily life.
So it's the Eight Noble Path, not really the Four Noble Truths.
No. Four Noble Truths are telling us the only way to understand the Four Noble Truth. The real truth is Noble Eightfold Path. Dukkha, Samudaya, Nirodha, Magga. Now you know what is dukkha. You know what is the reason of dukkha. You know how to end it. You know the way to end it. Way to end it is Noble Eightfold Path. Actually, out of the Four Noble Truths, what is the most important thing? The last one. Last one. The Noble Eightfold Path. If you don't practice it, rest of the tree will be remaining as they are. Right? So that's what we were talking. That's the only path to end all this. All right, I think we have almost gone beyond 13 minutes. So I would like to say that we took almost 6, 7, 8 days, right? If I'm mistaken, Ayala? 8 days to complete Nibbedhika Pariyāya Sutta. We started in almost February, perhaps February. It took time. I think it's a very worthwhile time. The Satipatthana Sutta took a lot of time also. But Nibbedhika Pariyāya Sutta taught you a wider lens to see the life, these concepts. So I would like to ask you, look at it in your immediate experience. Don't look at it in your second-hand experience. Try to look at it when you don't practice it, you watch it in the second-hand experience. Watch it in the first-hand experience. So then you can know what to do with regard to your karma, vedana, sanya, asava, kamma, and dukkha. All right. So then we are going to now reflect upon all the good karmas we've been doing throughout the last 7 weeks and today 8th day. So may all the good karmas we have been making so far be transferred to all departed ones. May they be well and happy. May they attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Idang me nyati nang hotu, sukita hontu nyatayo. Idang me nyati nang hotu, sukita hontu nyatayo. Idang me nyati nang hotu, sukita hontu nyatayo. May Deva Naga Mahitika receive all these good karmas. May they be well and happy. May they protect and bless all of us for good health, quality of life, prosperity, safety, and happiness. May they also attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Ettavatacha amhehi sambatang punya sampadang sabbe deva anumodantu sabbasang patti siddhya. Ettavatacha amhehi sambatang punya sampadang sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabbasang patti siddhya. Ettavatacha amhehi sambatang punya sampadang sabbe satta anumodantu sabbasang patti siddhya. Akasattha ca bhummatta deva naga mahiddhika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakkhantu sasanang. Akasattha ca bhummatta deva naga mahiddhika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakkhantu desanang. Akasattha ca bhummatta deva naga mahiddhika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakkhantu mang parang chirang rakkhantu tvam sadati. Next is our Dhamma wish. May we always be surrounded with Kalyana Mittas. May we not be surrounded with Papa Mittas. May we also become Kalyana Mittas to as many sentient beings as we meet in our samsaric life till we attain Nibbana. Imina punya kammena mami bala samagamo satang samagamo hotu yava nibbana pattiya. Finally, may all the good karmas we be making today and the previous 7 days of this Nibbedhika Pariyāya Sutta be supportive and helpful for all of us to attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Abhivadana silissa niccang vaddha pachāino chattaru dhamma baddhanti ayuvanno sukhang balang ayurārogya sampatti sagga sampatti mevacha ato nibbana sampatti iminati samicchatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. I would like to ask Sister Aliana, can you remind again about our next days? Would you like to say again, as some of them may have come late?
Yeah, Bante, the class will be for the 10th, 17th, and 24th. Sutta discussion class will be postponed. Not postponed, yeah. The class will be resumed on the 1st of May 2026. And also on 25th of April 2026, Ti-Ratana Vihara Amapadana is going to conduct 1-day non-stay retreat by Bante Chandima, and everyone is welcome to join in. For the information and registration, please check on the Ti-Ratana Vihara Facebook account, then there will be information there. Bante.
I think adding on to that, it's not because of the Vihara, because of my traveling, we had to cancel 10 and 17, and 24 we have to cancel because we are getting ready for the retreat. It is the previous day of the retreat, 24. So we are going to see all of you for the new sutta on the Labor Day, May 1st. So that will be a good day to start a new sutta on May 1st. So thank you, and very grateful to all of you, and also to Aliana and Aaron behind the scene doing all the uploading recordings. So look forward to seeing you, most of you, on the retreat day, and if not, we will see you on May 1st with the new sutta. So have a pleasant good night until we see you again. Thank you.
Thank you, Bante.
Thank you, Bante.